Justin Baldoni is fighting back and things are getting intense. The New York Times has moved to dismiss his defamation lawsuit, and let's just say this fight is far from over. At the same time, Taylor Swift is getting subpoenaed. Yeah, you heard that right. This case just took a wild turn, and we're breaking it all down for you. So let's start with Justin Baldoni's case. The New York Times has officially filed a motion to dismiss, claiming that everything they reported was fair and accurate.
The New York Times filed a motion on Friday to dismiss a federal defamation lawsuit filed by actor Justin Baldoni.
According to them, the allegedly defamatory statements that Baldoni is fighting against are simply true and fair characterizations of what went down on the movie set. In other words, they're saying, we didn't lie, and we have nothing to apologize for. But here's the kicker. Baldoni isn't backing down. He's fighting this motion to dismiss, and his legal team is pushing back hard.
Well, Justin Baldoni's attorney, Brian Friedman, tells me they're not done taking legal action following their lawsuit against the New York Times, adding that he plans to release even more text messages between the co-stars.
They argue that the Times isn't just an innocent bystander in all of this. They claim the publication played a direct role in damaging Baldoni's reputation by selectively publishing information and withholding key details that could have changed the entire narrative. If his team can prove that crucial evidence was intentionally ignored or manipulated, it could turn the case in Baldoni's favor. Now, if you've been following this case, you know this isn't just a straightforward defamation battle. It's a full-blown war, and the stakes are sky high.
The legal battle we've been paying a close eye on, this is between former co-stars Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni.
Baldoni and his team argue that the Times worked closely with certain individuals to craft a story that wasn't just biased, but deliberately damaging. If that's true, this could turn into one of the most explosive media trials in recent years. But let's be real. Defamation cases are notoriously hard to win, especially against a media giant like the New York Times. Courts tend to side with journalists, citing protections under free speech laws. That said, Baldoni's legal team is playing the long game. They want access to documents, emails, and metadata that could prove the Times coordinated with others to spread misinformation.
Full of evidence, admissions, documents, which prove exactly what she did and how she bullied her way through the process to take over the movie and used her PR people to try and destroy Justin.
If they get that, this case could take a turn that no one saw coming. Meanwhile, in a completely unexpected twist, Taylor Swift has been dragged into this mess. Yes, the Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift has become a focal point in the ongoing legal battle between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni.
The latest reports indicate that she's set to be subpoenaed, which means she could be forced to testify under oath. And let's just say she's probably not thrilled about this. Swift has spent years carefully managing her public image, staying out of unnecessary drama, unless, of course, she's writing a song about it. But this is a whole new level of legal trouble. Some experts are saying she could actually be a smoking gun in this case. Why? Because she was closely connected to one of the key players in this whole debacle. If Swift gets subpoenaed, she'll have no choice but to tell the truth under oath. That's where things get tricky. What did she know? What did she say behind the scenes? Did she play any role in the events that led to Baldoni's lawsuit? If she distances herself, it could spell trouble for others involved. But if she supports them, she risks damaging her own reputation. And let's talk about the elephant in the room, Swift's silence. She's known for speaking up about issues that matter to her, especially when it comes to supporting women and fighting against injustice. But in this case, she's staying quiet, too quiet. That's raising some serious red flags. Some insiders claim Swift is actually distancing herself from the people at the center of this legal battle. If that's true, it could mean she knows something that the public doesn't. Here's the thing. This subpoena could force her to reveal exactly where she stands, and if she doesn't back certain people up, it could be game over for them. Think about it. If one of your closest friends was in a legal battle and you had nothing to hide, wouldn't you be speaking out in their defense? The fact that she isn't is suspicious, to say the least. And it doesn't end there. Reports indicate that other high-profile figures are also being contacted to give testimony. Names like Jenny Slate, top executives at Sony, and key players at WME are all being brought into the mix. Some of these people might actually want to be subpoenaed. Why? Because being forced to testify under oath gives them the perfect excuse to finally speak the truth without facing personal backlash. Think about it. If you're in a tough position, caught between powerful industry figures, you might not want to talk. But if you're legally required to testify, well, then you have no choice. And that means the real story might finally come out. So where does this all leave us? Well, for starters, Baldoni's legal battle isn't going anywhere. He's determined to push forward, and it looks like he has some serious support behind him. The New York Times, on the other hand, is doing everything in its power to shut this down before it goes any further. They don't want discovery to happen because if it does, it could reveal internal communications that might not paint them in the best light. And then there's Taylor Swift. Her potential testimony could change everything. If she gets subpoenaed, and if she's forced to answer uncomfortable questions under oath, this case could take a shocking turn. Will she remain loyal to her connections in the industry, or will she distance herself even more? One thing's for sure, this isn't just another Hollywood scandal. It's shaping up to be a major legal showdown, one that could expose some pretty big secrets. And we're here to keep you updated every step of the way. Make sure you're subscribed, hit that like button, and let us know in the comments what you think about all this. Are you Team Baldoni, or do you think the New York Times is in the right?